Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, Lulicers, shills, debts, serfs, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks, accountants. I'm useful idiot, welcome. And so we continue to get a barrage from Trump of all the things he wants to fix in the United States government, and everything's broken, so he's got his work cut out for him. And now he's going after the Mac Daddy, the Pentagon, and really interesting. He wants to audit the Pentagon. And of course, the backstory is that the U.S. Pentagon is only recently, in the last 20 years or so, been actively audited, and they failed every single audit. I think there's been 11 audits so far. I could be wrong, but they failed every single audit. And who could forget in 2001, the day before September 11th and the World Trade Center attack, Donald Rumsfeld came out and said that there was an audit done and $2 trillion was missing and couldn't be accounted for. So the Pentagon is a natural target for auditing and reform, and their annual budget right now is $850 billion, and that's some real money. And with that kind of money, of course, the accounting has to be accurate. And as we know, there is no accuracy whatsoever. A good example of that recently is the inability to account for weapons sold and sent to Ukraine. They really don't know which weapons have been delivered, which ones haven't. They just have no accounting system. And this continues to go on year after year and decade after decade because there's no accountability. So why would they stop it? And we've also heard plenty of anecdotal stories over the years. Remember a story many years ago about the government being charged $900 for a hammer. And that gets to the heart of the problem. When there's no accounting, a lot of corporations that sell things to the Pentagon can get away with just about anything, and they do. So that's part of the problem. There's kickback schemes, there's corruption with contractors, there's just all kinds of avenues for just stunning waste, and that's what we have at the Pentagon. Not to mention corruption, and not to mention these ever-ballooning programs that they have, staggering costs for new military equipment. And another part of the story that really got interesting the last couple of days is that Trump came out and declared that military spending could be halved, quote unquote. And it's really interesting to hear that coming from Trump, who of course wants to boost military spending overall. But he's being very logical and pragmatic about the fact that we could spend half of what we are spending on the military now and still get a lot of bang for our buck, because there's no way to know how much corruption, how much fraud, how much waste there is. So if Trump and DOGE go in there and do an actual audit and find a lot of things and reveal it, it'll be a good day for America. And I have full faith that he is accurate. The fact is that we could be spending half of what we're spending on the military and the budget that we give to the Pentagon, and still have the most formidable military force in the world. And just like most government agencies, the Pentagon is probably the worst, but just like most government agencies, we have a massive bureaucracy that sucks up a bunch of money. There's fraud, there's waste, there's corruption. And when you sort all that out, I truly believe that we could have the military budget. And a side story of this that's really interesting, the day he said that, Lockheed Martin's stocks plummeted by 20%. So that scares the hell out of him, and well, it should. But once again, I think the Pentagon is an easy target. It's a long overlooked target. We're talking about real money here, and we wouldn't be sacrificing any of the effectiveness of the U.S. military by actually looking at their books. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.